everyone, how are you? I hope we are all in good health and spirits. First of all, let's introduce ourselves. We are from Group 4. I am Divalina as presenter and moderator, Putri Intan Aulia as presenter, and finally Yani Novitasari as presenter. Okay, we will present the result of our discussion on the forward design of curriculum. Furthermore, for the first presenter is Divarina, the second presenter is Putri Intan Aulia, and for the last presenter is Yani Novitasari. Okay, this is our material, the forward design of the curriculum. It is process and example of forward design approaches in language teaching. Okay, let's get started. Okay, before coming to the explanation about the curriculum of personal development, it is better for us to understand about the principles in curriculum design. As we know that curriculum is designed by the experts in education, educators, and also some important people in a society. When they design and develop the curriculum, they have to know the first about the principles in curriculum design. There are two principles. The first one is general principles, and the second one is special principles. In general principles, there are 5 principles that should be occurred in curriculum design. The first one is relevan. Relevan in bahasa Indonesia yakni kesesuaian dan keserasian kurikulum atau pendidikan dengan tuntutan kebutuhan serta perkembangan masyarakat yang dapat dilihat dari dua segi, yaitu relevan eksternal and internal. Next, for example, pada saat pandemi, saat itu tuntutan di lingkungan masyarakat adalah bagaimana untuk tetap melaksanakan proses pembelajaran walaupun tanpa tatap muka. Nah, jadi tuntutannya ini menuntut pemerintah untuk mengeluarkan kurikulum darurat sehingga proses pembelajaran tetap dilaksanakan, namun dengan sistem pembelajaran jarak jauh. And next, the internal relevance is the inherent in the content of the curriculum itself, the interpreters, the interlocking of material, and the methods and evaluation within the curriculum. And 2, flexible is the curriculum is expected to be able to cope with adaptation according to the condition of the region's time, condition, and abilities and background of the students. And the next, continuity. So the meaning here is the principle of curriculum development that must be continuous and sustained. Jadi, pengalaman belajar yang ada di dalam tiap-tiap jenjang pendidikan harus saling terkait antara satu dengan yang lainnya, sehingga nanti jenjang pendidikan yang tertinggi, siswa bisa terjun langsung ke lapangan mencari kerja dengan bekal ilmu dan keterampilan yang cukup sehingga mampu berkompetensi. And the next, 4 and 5 principles are parallel, so that which is practical and practical. So this principle would be effective if teachers were able to present the optimum process of teaching. Okay, the next two, the special principles. The first is based on national curriculum goal, and next based on education needs. Jadi isi pendidikan sesuai dengan kebutuhan pendidikan seperti pembuatan hasil belajar yang khusus dan sederhana. There are aspect of knowledge, aspect of attitude and skill, and then curriculum content that must be logical and systematic. 3. Relevant teaching methods. Learning methods that are consistent with material and can also enable students and teachers in the process of teaching. 4. Supportive teaching materials and media. So, the principle is that there must be media or teaching tools that support the learning process. Jadi, prinsip khususnya adalah harus ada media atau alat pengajaran yang mendukung proses pembelajaran. And then, relevant assessment. Assessment that must be adjusted to the purpose and activity of learning. Okay, that's all for me. The next material will be explained by Putri Intan Aulia. Putri Intan Aulia, please.
Okay, the next material is curriculum approach. There are six the curriculum approach. First, file of study approach. The second goal-oriented based approach, and the next form and pattern approach. 4. Reconstructional approach, and 5. Humanistic approach, and 6. Accountability approach. The next material is forward design. In the forward design, I have the content, core process, and outcomes. And Indonesian, I will explain in Indonesian language. First, konten. Si guru itu harus mengetahui apa itu konten isinya. Lanjut, setelah itu mengetahui prosesnya. Setelah mengetahui prosesnya, guru itu akan mengetahui apa itu bahan ajar yang akan diajarkan untuk siswanya. Okay, the next material is content. Content all analyze the student need first, and the next based on theory of language and theory of learning. Then the last designing syllabus and methodology of teaching relevant to the needs. Next, about the process implement the content, syllabus, methodology involved, and content students' learning experience.
Thank you, Putri Intan Aulia. Okay, the next material will be explained by Yani Novitasari.
Thank you, moderator, for the thanks. Okay, I'm Yani Novitasari. I will continue the discussion from the previous speaker about forward design of the curriculum, namely content, process, and the final result outcomes. Let's see the outcomes. Outcomes di sini to define of the whether the content is already researched or not. Untuk mengetahui atau mencari tahu apakah konten yang ada di langkah pertama tadi sudah tercapai atau belum. Goals-nya itu sudah tercapai atau belum. The second, to see student progress during the process. Untuk melihat progres siswa, apakah progres atau kelanjutan dari siswa itu berjalan dengan baik atau tidak. Progres siswa untuk mencapai tujuan dan menerapkan atau mengimplementasikan konten tadi sudah ada sesuai atau belum. Let's see the example of the forward curriculum design. Apa contoh dari rancangan pengembangan kurikulum? Ingat ya, forward itu maju atau linear dari konten, proses, dan outcomes itu saling sejalan dan berkesinambungan. Contohnya yaitu communicative language teaching and content-based instruction. Communicative language teaching, syllabus communicative development, based on the student needs in addition to the development of exciting methods in learning activities, teaching techniques, learning procedure are adapted to the syllabus that is being developed, and so is the assessment adapted to the communicative concept of the syllabus. Konsep ini awal munculnya karena adanya perubahan kebutuhan. Awalnya sebelum ini ada orientasi pengembangan bahasa Inggris adalah menguasai tata bahasa atau grammar, namun seiring perubahan kebutuhan siswa yang juga perlu menggunakan bahasa itu secara komunikatif karena Hal itu alasan munculnya metode communicative language teaching dengan mengembangkan silabus komunikatif. Jadi, dari kebutuhan siswa muncullah silabus komunikatif menggantikan Grammar B silabus. And the second example, content beside instruction. CBI follow the forward design pattern which start with determining the content or material first. Then a syllabus that contains learning topics components is design language. Next, it is followed by a method that contains techniques, strategies for deliver the material and with an assessment that is tailored to the content method used. Instruction ini adalah penguasaan bahasa diintegrasikan dengan mata pelajaran lainnya seperti geografi, ilmu pengetahuan alam, sejarah, dan lain-lain. Tapi, content beside instruction ini memiliki perbedaan dalam cara memadukan pembelajaran. Namun, masih menetapkan forward design sebagai pengembangannya, di mana pengembangan silabus tetap dimulai dengan menentukan konten dulu atau pokok materi secara komponen bahasa yang dibutuhkan. Kemudian, lanjutkan dengan pemilihan materi ajar, kegiatan pembelajaran, and the last one, penilaian. Nah, jadi dalam konten bisa instruction mengikuti pola forward maju dulu dari penonton konten, lalu merancang silabus yang isinya terdapat topik pembelajaran, komponen bahasa, metode yang digunakan, dan strategi penyampaian materi, dan akhirnya akan ada proses penilaiannya. Jadi, ini adalah dua contoh dari the forward curriculum design yang dinyatakan oleh Richard. Alright, that's all the explanation from me. I'm Yani Novitasari. I will return to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, that's all the explanation of the material from group 4. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.